Hey there, it's me, Red Knight, the Heyday Farmer, and welcome back to Heyday. Now, today's video is looking at free Ernest. Now, he's not in jail, he's actually free of charge, and I don't have to pay for him. And I like that. Anything that's free of charge within the game is a benefit, and if I'm not paying, then perfect, I like to use it. Now, the only downside with having only one of the helpers on offer is that you have to do a lot more work. Now, as an example, I've got Ernest here, and he produces my dairy products for me. He also produces my sugars for me. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means I need to grow a lot of crops. Now, I need to grow a lot of sugarcane so I can actually produce the sugars. It also means I need to grow a lot of crops for the actual feed so I can feed my animals. Thus, feeding them makes them fatter. I can then collect their produce, and then I can then give the milks to Ernest to actually do what he needs to do as well. Now, again, it also depends on your level. Now, I'm a level 107 in this video, so my maximum capacity there is 100. And you need to adjust the actual settings. Now, as an example, if I choose to actually make some goat's cheese as an example, it's going to prevent me from making something that can be done a lot faster. So what I usually do is if I'm in the game, I will have him making a lot of cream for me, because it can be produced quite quickly. If I'm actually out of game, then I might have him making the cheeses as an example, whether it's goat's cheese or regular cheese. So overnight he can produce maybe 3 or 4 of the different kinds, and then the next day I come back, it's ready for me. This is the same with the sugars. Okay, the brown sugars produce very, very quickly. The white sugars do take a bit of time, and then your syrups take a lot longer. So again, you need to balance the quantities that you want him to produce, and he's going to produce those amounts until he reaches your total. Now, I've actually found it to be very rewarding to not produce all of the items at the same time and just focus on the one item. So I often just do this with some of the free hires I get. I literally just produce one product for a specific amount of time, and then when I've got sufficient of that product, I will then go and make one of the others, and I find it much more comfortable. If I've actually got Ernest producing all of the products, he will pick and choose whichever one that he actually puts into the production line, and that for me can be a bit of a problem, because maybe I don't want him producing that one now, I want him to produce something else. So like I said, actually picking and choosing can be much more rewarding. Now, if you do have plenty of items in storage, okay, it's great. Okay, you can just plant some other crops, and again, not a problem. But remember, you do need to make sure you don't run out. Now, I've actually got enough products within my storage to be producing feed or to actually be producing the sugar as well. So I don't need to worry. So I can actually reuse my land for something else. Now, actually having Ernest producing all of these creams for you, or the actual cheeses, is really good. And at the end of the day, I think a free Ernest is one of the better boosters that we've actually got in the game. So he's making those sugars, he's making those cheeses, those creams while I'm not in the game. I come back later, there's a load there in his storage, not in my main storage as well. So it's actually stored in another location, so it doesn't actually affect my storage capacity. I can still use his products, so he's producing a lot of goods for me, I'm using them to make something else. Now, the only downside with him actually producing, I can't then produce something else because it will then put his actual item further back. Okay, now we've actually jumped ahead slightly. So I've been using him for a while, and he's now down to the last few minutes or so. You'll see here he's asking me if I would actually like to rehire him again. So I can, if I want to, hire him again at a discount. So even though he was free to start with, he's still giving me that special offer. And I'm going to say no, and he's got 29 seconds left there, and he's gone back home. So he's not actually doing anything. So I feel cheated here. So 20 odd seconds, he could have actually been doing something for me if I'd actually got something on the go, but because the machine's already producing, he's going to continue that one. So he's got that one there for 7 minutes, and he's got that one there for another 7 minutes as well. So even though he's actually got just a few seconds left, he will keep producing that one final item that he is making for me. So as an example, if you actually loaded up a goat's cheese, which could be a lot longer, he will continue producing that goat's cheese even after he's actually finished his service. Okay, the task has expired. We are done. I've still got a discount there for a specific amount of time, so 57 minutes there. I can say yes to this, or I can just say no thank you and decline it, and he will just sit there until the actual counter goes down. The 6 minutes still continues there, so I don't lose it, and I'm just going to now load out the machine with the rest of the items I do need. So again, I'm kind of happy about this. It was really beneficial. I got a load of butters, I got a load of cheeses, I got a load of sugars. I've been using them, I produced a lot of goods, and I killed my storage because I kind of filled everything up. So overall, very satisfied. Okay, right, now I'm actually coming to the end of this video. I think the actual free options of Ernest is one of the better boosters. Please don't bin those. You want to be keeping those. Get rid of a free Tom. If you don't hire Tom, it's easy to swap him out. But a free Rose or Ernest, use them as soon as you get them, because they are really beneficial within the game. And it doesn't matter what level you are, because they are doing something for you, and it makes it much easier for you to actually manage and get the extra items. Okay, right, that's me, Red Knight, finishing off with this video. Hopefully you enjoyed what you've just listened to, and you will be using Ernest when he comes. Don't forget to subscribe to me by hitting that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up as well for the likes, and do comment below the video. Even send me some post in the mail to my gorgeous post office box address here in Japan. But I will see you next time, so take care, have fun, and enjoy other boosters, everybody. Goodbye now.